They're off. Way to a beautiful start in the opener. Little Tony in keeping score with the best early speed. Saraisi came away with them. 3 of them across the track early. Followed by My Hat Sings in 4th position. Farther out, Mrs. H is next, and Court Traveler down at the rail. The first 6 are well bunched, and then it's a gap of 2.5 to Duchess Too, and Machado's Panfire racing away from the rail early trails the field 7 lengths off the lead. It's Saraisi on the inside and keeping score right alongside, and these two come to the quarter pole together. They've opened up 2 on Little Tony, Mrs. H 3 wide, between horses Court Traveler 5th, and Duchess Too moves up on the extreme outside with plenty of running to do. They're coming down the stretch, and it's Saraisi keeping score there together. Mrs. H and Duchess Too in the center of the track making a strong bid. It's keeping score on the lead. Saraisi to the inside. Duchess Too closing with every stride. Duchess Too in the center of the track, gonna get up. Duchess Too on the outside in the last jump. Keeping score second and Saraisi third. Turning to the winner's circle. Winner of the opener here at the San Mateo County Fair, number 5, Scotty Merrill's Duchess Too. A 2-year-old gray filly by I Love Willie out of Come Home Nunnally. Duchess Too is trained by Don Collins, winning jockey Mark Hanna. Duchess Too was bred in California by Bill Jones. Winning exacta combination 5 and 6 returns $9.60. The second race is up next. Exacta wagering is offered on race 2. Number 4, Skidoo Sassy Pants, 1 pound overweight. Number 7, Dashing Feature, the jockey Ken Tohill. They're off. Half Clown is going to the front. Truthful is away second. Then Crown O' Lights on the far outside. 41 JJ came out running in 4th. Icicle is 5th down on the inside. It's a gap of 2.5 to Ms. She's a runner. Then comes Pildarita, Hope, and Spotless George well behind the field. They're very scattered as they move around the turn, and Half Clown opens up by 3 lengths. Truthful is racing in second position. To the outside comes Crown O' Lights in third. It's a gap of 3 to 41 JJ and a large gap to the others as they straighten away. Alan Patterson and Half Clown cut the corner with a 3-length lead. Half Clown underhand urging leads the way. Truthful all out drive second, not gaining any ground right now. Then to the inside, 41 JJ and Crown O' Lights. Coming to the 16th pole, Half Clown still the leader. The margin is 2. 41 JJ to make a final bid. Half Clown desperately holding on, and Half Clown holds off the challenge of 41 JJ. Truthful finished third. Returning to the winner's circle is number 2, Jerry Van Ruyten's Half Clown. A 2-year-old chestnut gelding by Genio JJ out of Smart Gem. Half Clown is trained by Ron Hawkins, winning jockey Alan Patterson. Half Clown was bred in California by the owner. Result of the 5th race is now official. Winning exacta combination 2 and 8 returns $71.60. The 6th race is up next. The first daily triple begins on race 6, and the line. Unreal Ragu goes right in. They're all in line. They're off. 6 broke very evenly. Fabulous Pole down on the inside. Buzzy Ware right there, and there goes Brazen Breeze out for the lead with Unreal Ragu farther out. Wagers is next and Exceed Speed Limit in the back of the pack early. A lot of alacrity early on. Unreal Ragu goes up after the lead for the outside. Brazen Breeze is racing second. Buzzy Ware's in tight quarters down at the rail, and Wagers passes him. Now Wagers takes third and is 2.5 lengths off the lead. Exceed Speed Limit is next, and Fabulous Pole trails. They went the opening quarter in 21.97, and they're at the quarter pole. It's Unreal Ragu leading it by a length. Wagers on the outside second. Brazen Breeze third right behind the leaders. Middle of the track, Exceed Speed Limit trying to gain ground. And then it's Buzzy Ware. It's Wagers who takes the lead with a furlong to run. Unreal Ragu tries to fight back on the inside. Exceed Speed Limit is third. Wagers on the lead. Unreal Ragu trying to stay with Wagers, but Russell Baze and Wagers are gonna win it. Wagers under the wire by 3/4 of a length to Unreal Ragu. Buzzy Ware finished third. Number 6, Unreal Ragu second. Number 2, Buzzy Ware third. And number 4, Exceed Speed Limit fourth. This result is unofficial. Please hold all tickets until the result has been declared official. Final time 58.09 seconds. Is Wagers, a 4-year-old bay colt by Air Forbes 1 out of Uncluttered. Wagers is trained by Alfredo Marquez, winning jockey Russell Baze. Wagers was bred in Kentucky by Raymond P. Keene. Result of the 6th race is now official. 5-6 exacta pays $44. Race 7 is next. Exacta wagering is offered on the 7th race. Number 4, Shayna Maid, 1 pound over. Number 6, Gendré Lefer, 1 pound over. This is the Brookshire starter handicap at 1 mile, and a field of 6 is going after a couple of scratches. Let's take a look at the starters. Number 1 is I'll Be Seen. Jockey Alan Patterson has the mount on I'll Be Seen. Right now on the board at 9-2. Number 2 is Haja Nomee. Jack Kaenel is the jockey, 6-5 right now on Haja Nomee. On to number 3, Rigmarole, with jockey E.A. Gomez at 12-1. The 6 is Tarza Bargain, Russell Baze riding, 5-2 the price. Number 7 is Agent Caro at 12-1 with Ron Hansen. And number 8, Green and Bold, completes the lineup. Tom Chapman riding at 9-2, 9 minutes to post. 3/4 off the lead. Agent Caro tucked in behind them has 2.5 to make up, and now Tarza Bargain is in the back of the pack. Only 4.5 lengths separating the entire group. Down the backstretch, Jack Kaenel and Haja Nomee on the lead. Rigmarole right there on the outside in second position. There's rail opening for ILBC, who sent through on the inside. Green and Bold is right there in fourth, now just a length off the lead. They're very tightly bunched. Tarza Bargain and Agent Caro in the back of the pack, and now 5 lengths separates the field. The pace is an even one as they move into the turn. Haja Nomee leads the way and now has a little bit of daylight, but that was brief daylight as Rigmarole comes back on the outside to challenge once again. Green and Bold is in third. Tarza Bargain circles up 4 wide. I'll be seen back into fifth at the rail, and then the trailer, Agent Caro. Turning for home, Haja Nomee on the inside, Rigmarole alongside, and Tarza Bargain in the center of the track, gaining steadily. It's Rigmarole, Haja Nomee trying to fight back at the rail. Now Tarza Bargain not doing enough to catch the pace-setting pair. Haja Nomee on the inside, Rigmarole on the outside. Haja Nomee coming slightly better than Rigmarole, and Haja Nomee wins it. Rigmarole second and Tarza Bargain third. Achilles number 2, Al Hoffman HFT's Haja Nomee. A 3-year-old bay gelding by Haji's Treasure out of Call Me Nomee. Haja Nomee is trained by Chuck Jenda and assistant Bill Patterson, winning jockey Jack Kaenel. Haja Nomee was bred in California by Elsie Anderson. Result of the 10th race is now official. Two 3 exacta $34.40. The 11th race is up next. It's the featured event on Ladies and gentlemen, here is the field for the Ormondale Handicap. Number 1 is Andy and Barbara Carrigan's Passing Game. Passing Game is trained by Larry Ross. The jockey is Gary Boulanger. Number 1A is Andy and Barbara Carrigan's Dancing Crozier. Dancing Crozier is trained by Larry Ross, and Tom Chapman is the jockey. Number 2, Gerald E. Santucci's Seattle 2. Seattle 2 is trained by Lonnie Arterburn and assistant Barbara Lee Palmer. Russell Baze is the jockey. Number 3, Sully Stable and Judy Lyons' Ambessa. Ambessa is trained by Judy Lyons and assistant Jeffrey Baker. Ken Tohill is the rider. Number 4 is Oaktown Stable's Media Plan. Media Plan is trained by Jerry Hollendorfer and assistant Roger Pfeiffer. Ron Hansen rides. And number 5 is Black Gold Enterprises Gold Crest Express. He's trained by Christopher Pash and being ridden by Tim Ducey. That's the field for the Ormondale Handicap. 7 minutes to post time. The Media Plan is moved into line. There's Gold Crest Express. They're all in line. They're off in the Ormondale Handicap. Dancing Crozier is going to the front. Gold Crest Express came out quickly. These two sprint off for the lead with Media Plan sitting right behind them. Ambessa and Seattle 2 to the inside, and then Passing Game, who was 8 lengths off the lead early. Down the backstretch, it's Dancing Crozier and Tom Chapman on the rail. Gold Crest Express and Tim Ducey right alongside. They're going at a good pace into the turn. Media Plan is 2.5 lengths behind them. Ambessa next in Seattle 2 on the inside. And Passing Game has 8 to make up. Dancing Crozier goes around the turn, leading at 3/4 of a length. Racing in second is Gold Crest Express. Media Plan right there on the outside. And now Passing Game starts to kick it in from last place. He gains 3 wide on the turn. They're at the top of the stretch. And it's Dancing Crozier in front. Media Plan second. Passing Game in the center of the track. Gains sharply in Seattle 2. It is still Dancing Crozier, but the entry mate Passing Game is closing steadily. Passing Game moves alongside of Dancing Crozier, and Passing Game wins the Ormondale with Gary Boulanger up. Other after the entry, Dancing Crozier second, and Media Plan finished third. Passing Game was bred in Washington by Teenaway Ranch. Show photographed in number 4 Media Plan with number 2 Seattle 2 finishing 4th. The result of the Ormondale Handicap is now official. Winning exactive 1 and 4, $11.40. In the daily triple, the winning numbers of 5 with 2 or 4 with 1, $31.40. Race 12 is next. Exacta wagering is offered and there are no changes. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the field for the San Mateo County Sophomore Handicap. Number 1 is Ray Odom's Worth the Risk. Worth the Risk is trained by Ray Odom, the jockey Randy Schacht. Number 2, Mr. and Mrs. Robert H. Walters' Thatcheneer. Thatcheneer is trained by Noble Hay III, and the jockey is Russell Baze. Number 3 is Gaylord Hatcher, and Mike Lindemann's Maybe a Scamp. Maybe a Scamp is trained by Linda Witt Hatcher. Ron Hansen is in the saddle. Number 4 is Bonde, Norberry, Olsen, and Retzloff's Our Payday. Our Payday is trained by Jeff Bonde and assistant Tommy Nelson, and Roberto Gonzalez is aboard. Number 5 is the favorite, Morel A and Morel R. Bell's Marmo. Marmo is trained by Dan Hendricks and subtrainer Jed Josephson. Gary Boulanger is aboard. And completing the field is Marshall Weigel's Perfect Timing. Perfect Timing is trained by Tim Arterburn. Jack Kaenel is the jockey. That's the field for the San Mateo County Sophomore Handicap. They'll be at the gate in 8 minutes. Our Payday will go into stall 4 next. Marmo, the favorite, in line, and Perfect Timing to complete the lineup. They're all in line. They're racing in the San Mateo County Sophomore Handicap, and they're off to a beautiful start. Marmo and Our Payday came out the best, and these two will dispute the pace early. Perfect Timing gets a good spot sitting right off of them in 3rd position. Then comes Worth the Risk, saving ground in 4th, 2.5 lengths off the lead. Maybe a Scamp and Thatcheneer can't keep up. They're 8 and 9 lengths off the lead, respectively. They're moving to the half-mile pole, and the leader is Our Payday. Roberto Gonzalez has him in front by 3/4 of a length, with Marmo pressing the pace on the outside. Perfect Timing going along nicely in 3rd, 1.5 lengths off the lead. Then it's 2.5 more back to Worth the Risk. In the back of the pack, Maybe a Scamp is Patch Thatcheneer, but both have a lot of work to do. They're coming to the top of the stretch. It's Our Payday in front. Marmo right behind in 2nd. Whips out on Perfect Timing. He better get running from there. And then it's Worth the Risk. They straighten away, and it's Our Payday on the lead. And Marmo is all out chasing him home. Our Payday seems to have enough left to put away Marmo with a 1/16 of a mile to go. And Our Payday is just too good for these horses. And it's going to be Our Payday moving off to win the San Mateo County Sophomore Handicap. Marmo was 2nd, and Maybe a Scamp got up for 3rd. The judges have posted number 4, Our Payday, first. Number 5, Marmo, second, and a photo for show. Please. Ladies and gentlemen, may we direct your attention to the winner's circle, presenting a beautiful bouquet of flowers to the winning connections of today's San Mateo County Sophomore Handicap. It's Mr. Jim Harris, president of the California Jockey Club. And now returning to the winner's circle is number 4, Bonde, Norberry, Olsen, and Ritzloff's Our Payday. A 3-year-old brown colt by Hoedown's Day, I'll live enjoyably so. Our Payday is trained by Jeff Bonde and assistant Tommy Nelson, winning jockey Roberto Gonzalez. Our Payday was bred in California by Mrs. J.W. Horton. Result of the 11th race is now official. The 4-5 exacta pays $36.80. In the daily triple, the winning numbers of 9, 1, and 4, $736. Race number 9, the Valiant Classified Handicap for fillies and mares, going 1 mile and a 16th, a field of 7 running. On the rail is D'Amelia. Jockey Gary Boulanger aboard at 9 to 1. 5 to 1 the price on number 2, Truly Needy, with Roberto Gonzalez. Number 3 is Mangaki's Girl, Brian Campbell riding at 7 to 1. So look at number 4 is Savvy Cavy, who is 5 to 2. Jack Kaenel rides. Number 5 is Oh to Be a Winner, with Ron Hansen aboard at 9 to 1. Tim Ducey looking for a triple on Persian Sunshine at 6 to 5. And the 7 is Sitka Bay with O.A. Martinez, 25 to 1, 8 minutes to post. And finally, Sitka Bay. They're all in line. They're off. Savvy Cavy is going to the front with D'Amelia sent through on the inside and Truly Needy out third. There goes the favorite Persian Sunshine on the extreme outside to show good speed. Mangaki's Girl is 5th right behind the leaders. Then it's 4 to Oh to Be a Winner and Sitka Bay 10 lengths off the lead. They're moving around the clubhouse turn and D'Amelia edges clear. D'Amelia leading it by 2. Savvy Cavy is racing second. Persian Sunshine now passes Savvy Cavy on the clubhouse turn and is 2 lengths behind the leader. Another 2 lengths farther back to Truly Needy running along in 4th position. Then it's 3 lengths farther back to Mangaki's Girl. Then Oh to Be a Winner, and Sitka Bay now has 12 to make up. Down the back stretch, it's D'Amelia setting the pace. D'Amelia leading it by 2. Persian Sunshine right there in second and pressing the issue. Then comes Truly Needy, 3 wide, sent up after them, and Savvy Cavy finds an opening on the inside in 4th. Then it's 3 to Oh to Be a Winner, followed by Mangaki's Girl and Sitka Bay. They round the far turn and Persian Sunshine takes the lead. Truly Needy runs with her. D'Amelia capitulates to 3rd. Then comes Savvy Cavy in 4th position, followed by Oh to Be a Winner to the outside. Mangaki's Girl and Sitka Bay. They're running to the top of the stretch, and Persian Sunshine goes in hand. Persian Sunshine going easily, but pressured by Truly Needy to the outside, and they hook up at the top of the stretch. Truly Needy gets her head in front, and Ducey has to go to work on Persian Sunshine. Puts her to the whip with a furlong to go, and she better run fast to go with Truly Needy. Truly Needy has the lead down to the wire. Persian Sunshine trying to come to her, but Truly Needy will not be denied. She's indefatigable, and she wins it by 2. Persian Sunshine second and D'Amelia third. Returning to the winner's circle is number 2, Russell E. Bartholomew's Truly Needy, a 5-year-old bay mare by Yukon out of In True Form. Truly Needy is trained by Dwayne Ofield, winning jockey Roberto Gonzalez. Truly Needy was bred in Kentucky by Harris Farms. 2-6 exacta, $35. Okay, let's take a look at the field for the San Mateo Stakes. Number 1, Flag Attack, and number 2, Early Secret are scratched. Number 3 is Reign of Terror. Jockey Tony Noguez has them out at 7-2. Next in the post parade is number 4, Song in My Dreams. The jockey is O.A. Martinez. The odds are 7-5. Number 5, Secret Brandy, with Chris Sparks aboard, is 3-1. Number 6 is D.K. Lean. Steve Burns, the jockey, at 9-2. Number 7, Tune Up the Band, has Chad Schwanevelt aboard, 5-1 the price. They'll be at the gate in 10 minutes for the San Mateo Stakes. Number 5, Secret Brandy goes in. Favorite right now on the board, number 4, Song in My Dreams, at 3-2 as D.K. Lean takes her spot at the gate. And the last horse will be Tune Up the Band to complete the quintet for the San Mateo Stakes. Tune Up the Band goes in. They're all in line. They're off in the San Mateo Stakes, and D.K. Lean stumbled badly at the start. Song in My Dreams comes out quickly for the lead with Tune Up the Band on the outside. Reign of Terror down at the rail in Secret Brandy. It is Song in My Dreams and Reign of Terror on the inside. Reign of Terror is coming better, and Reign of Terror upsets Song in My Dreams. Secret Brandy finished third. The judges will examine a photograph before posting the unofficial order of finish. Please hold all tickets until the result has been declared official. The final time was 17.65 seconds. Circle. Winner of the San Mateo Stakes, number 3, Barney E. Lear Jr.'s Reign of Terror. A 4-year-old gray gelding by Chicks Beduino out of Rain Splash. Reign of Terror is trained by Brett Lane and assistant Bart Lane, winning jockey Tony Noguez. Reign of Terror was bred in California by Jack Williams. Result of the San Mateo Stakes official, 3-4 exacta, $14.40. The 6th race is up next. Exacta wagering is offered on race 6, the first leg of the daily triple. Number 1, Mike's Little Angel, to be ridden by jockey J.C. Martinez. We do have a scratch in the daily triple sequence. It occurs in race 7. In the 7th race, take out number 1, Pangborn. Post time for the 6th race in 21 minutes at 6:32. Look at the field for the San Mateo Marathon Stakes. Number 1 is Truckland 6. Carlos Arias is the jockey at 3-2. Number 2 is Maelstrom with Jack Kaenel, currently 3-1. Limits Lotto, number 3, has Alan Patterson riding and is 6-1. Number 4 is Stellar Trucks with E.A. Gomez at 7-1. Number 5, Sable's Defender, being ridden by Tony Noguez, is at 5-2. And number 6, Mr. Metro and Steve Burns, 14-1. That's the field for race 5. He's in line. Here comes Sable's Defender. And finally, Mr. Metro. They're all in line. They're racing in the San Mateo Marathon Stakes. Limits Lotto is going to the front. Truckland 6 is out second. Then Stellar Trucks on the outside is Sable's Defender. Then Maelstrom second to last over the trailer, Mr. Metro. They move around the turn, and Alan Patterson and Limits Lotto have been able to clear the field now by 1.5 lengths. Stellar Trucks and Sable's Defender giving chase second and third. Gempa 4 back to Truckland 6 and fourth. Then Maelstrom and Mr. Metro, they turn for home. And Limits Lotto is on the inside. Sable's Defender comes after him. Stellar Trucks in between horses. They're well clear of Truckland 6 and fourth. Sable's Defender gets the lead coming to the 16th pole. Stellar Trucks trying to stay with him. It's Sable's Defender and Stellar Trucks to fight it out. Sable's Defender in front down to the wire, and Sable's Defender wins it in hand. Stellar Trucks second and Truckland 6 finish third. Stretch run of the 5th race. And now returning to the winner's circle, the unofficial winner, number 5, Spencer L. Childers, Sable's Defender. An 8-year-old brown gelding by Meridoc out of Black Sable. Sable's Defender is trained by Don Collins and assistant Glenn Walker, winning jockey Tony Noguez. Sable's Defender was bred in California by his owner.
I wonder if they would have told you $6,000 to win. That's tremendous. That's great. Congratulations. Good to hear. The gentleman closes his meeting with...
Okay, we're on to race number 10, the Oakmont Starter Handicap. At 1 1/8, the field of 8 is running in this race. Number 1 is Cartago. Jockey Tim Ducey is the jockey at 7-1. Number 2, Colonial Time, being ridden by Gary Boulanger, is also 7-1. Number 3 is True Enough, with jockey Ken Tohill, 7-2 the price. Number 4, Bo J. Dawn. E.A. Gomez riding at 12-1. Even money on number 5, Poupon, with Tom Chapman. Number 6 is A's Have It with Leon Jenkins at 40-1. Number 7, Bicker's Wager, Pedro Mercado up at 25-1. And number 8 is Some Ripper with Ron Warren 9-2. Post time in 8 minutes. Bicker's Wager comes forward. And Some Ripper, the last one. They're all in line. They're off. They came away to a perfect start. Some Ripper on the far outside goes for the early lead. Bojay Dawn away second. Then comes Poupon, Bicker's Wager, and A's Have It. The pace is very slow early on. They're coming back to Cartago on the inside, followed by True Enough and Colonial Time on the far outside as they move into the clubhouse turn. It is Some Ripper who gets the lead. Some Ripper opens up by 2. A's Have It is racing second. To the outside, Bicker's Wager third. Poupon follows in fourth. Settles down 3.5 lengths off the lead. Then it's Bojay Dawn, shuffled back to 5th position. Another 2 lengths farther back to Colonial Time and True Enough. And Cartago in the back of the pack. On to the backstretch. Some Ripper setting the pace with Ron Warren up. Some Ripper leads it by 4. Poupon is sent through on the inside by Chapman to take second from A's Have It. Bicker's Wager follows in 4th position. Then it's another length and a half back to Colonial Time trying to get underway. Bojay Dawn is 6 lengths off the lead. And then comes True Enough, followed by Cartago, who has 13 to make up. They move into the far turn. Some Ripper leads it, but now Poupon moves up on the outside to be the main antagonist in second. Bicker's Wager is right off the leaders in third. A's Have It next. Colonial Time gets the ground-saving trip. Then it's True Enough. Bojay Dawn and Cartago last and trying to gain some ground. They come to the quarter pole and Poupon has taken the lead. Some Ripper tries to stay with Poupon. Then comes Bicker's Wager, followed by Colonial Time. They're coming to the furlong pole and he's in front. It's the gray Poupon. He leads it by 2. Some Ripper is second. Colonial Time is third. They come to the 16th pole and once again no one would pass the gray Poupon as he cuts the mustard and wins it by 5. Colonial Time is second and Some Ripper third. Number 5, Poupon, the winner. 2, Colonial Time, second. Photo for show. Please hold all tickets until it's official. Final time, 148.91. Number 8, Some Ripper was third. Number 3, True Enough was fourth. Pawn. An 8-year-old Roan gelding by linkage out of Lost Virtue. Howard Belvoir trains Poupon, winning jockey Tom Chapman. Poupon was bred in Kentucky by NATO. The 10th race is now official. 5 to exact, $30.60.
Big kick out. Now the San Matean Handicap, Big Pal, 9-2.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is the field for the San Matean Handicap. Number 1 is Golden Eagle Farms' Big Pal. Big Pal is trained by Fordell Fierce and is being ridden by Ron Warren. Number 2, Mr. and Mrs. Robert H. Walters' Charts. Charts is trained by Noble Hay III and is being ridden by Gary Boulanger. Number 3, Oaktown Stables' Chris's Theatrical. Brian Webb trains Chris's Theatrical, and the jockey is Tim Ducey. And number 4, Hollendorfer and Cavalli's He's Illustrious. He's trained by Jerry Hollendorfer and is being ridden by Russell Baze. That's the field for the 32nd running of the San Matean Handicap. 6 minutes to post. Chris's Theatrical into stall 3, and He's Illustrious will be the last one. We're set for the feature. They're racing in the San Matean Handicap. The 4 came out perfectly. Big Pal, and there goes Chris's Theatrical out to set the pace with He's Illustrious. Charts is third, and now Big Pal settles to the rail in the back of the pack, racing 3 lengths off the lead of Chris's Theatrical as they begin their run into the clubhouse turn. Tim Ducey and Chris's Theatrical the leader. He's Illustrious on the outside is second. Charts saves ground in third, racing 2 lengths off the lead. Big Pal is in the back of the pack, settled down 3 lengths from the leader as they move around the clubhouse turn. It's Chris's Theatrical, the longest shot on the board at 10-1, leading the way by 3/4 of a length, and Baze is keeping He's Illustrious close up in second. Charts is relaxed well in third position. He's 3 lengths off the leader, and Big Pal holds the rail position in last place. They're halfway down the backstretch, and the pace is a very even one. The leader is Chris's Theatrical by a half length. He's Illustrious is right there on the outside, cutting into the lead of Chris's Theatrical. Now He's Illustrious is a neck back, and Charts is going 3 wide, beginning to run up after those leaders. Big Pal still well reserved down at the rail, 2 lengths off the lead. Around the far turn, Chris's Theatrical continues to lead the way, but he's a beleaguered leader now. He's Illustrious moves up alongside, and now Big Pal comes off the rail to charge up 3 wide. Charts is last at the top of the stretch. He's Illustrious turns for home on top. Big Pal comes after him on the outside. Chris's Theatrical can't stay with him, and then Charts beaten in fourth. It's Big Pal, and he's taken the lead with a furlong to run. Ron Warren and Big Pal go on to win it. He's Illustrious second. Chris's Theatrical third. It's Big Pal romping off in the San Matean Handicap. Number 1, Big Pal is the winner. 4, He's Illustrious second. 3, Chris. Returning to the winner's circle, the winner of the 1993 San Matean Handicap, number 1, Golden Eagle Farms, Big Pal. A 4-year-old big gelding by Bose Eagle out of Big Spirit. Big Pal is trained by Fordell Fierce, winning jockey Ron Warren. Big Pal was bred in California by Mr. and Mrs. John C. Mabee. Appaloosa Futurity. Number 1, Edward C. Allred's Truthful. She's trained by Don Collins and assistant Glenn Walker. Russell Baze is the jockey. Her entry mate, number 1A, Edward C. Allred's Keeping Score, is also trained by Don Collins and Glenn Walker and is being ridden by Gary Boulanger. Number 2 is Yosh Fokuman and Roger Inui's Saraisi, trained by John F. Martin and assistant Dale Long. The rider, Chan Schwanevout. Number 3, Holly Evans Crown O'Lights, is trained by Holly Evans and is being ridden by Randy Shack. Number 4, Barney E. Lear Jr.'s Icicle. Icicle is trained by Ray Thomas. Bernie Santos is aboard. Number 5, John B. Denson's Mrs. H. Mrs. H is trained by Ray Thomas, and Danny Bogue is the rider. Number 6, Scotty Merrill's Duchess Too, hails from the Don Collins barn. His assistant is Glenn Walker, and the jockey is Mark Hanna. Number 7, Jerry Van Ruyten's Half Clown. Half Clown hails from the Ron Hawkins barn. Alan Patterson rides. And number 8 is Anthony Vittone's Pildorita. Pildorita is trained by Rito Castellanos, the jockey Roberto Gonzalez. That's the field for the California Appaloosa Futurity. Keeping Score, other half of the favored entry at even money, goes into the gate. And we're waiting now for Half Clown and Pildorita. Half Clown's in the gate. Here comes Pildorita, all in line. They're racing in the California Appaloosa Futurity. Icicle is going to the front. There goes Crown O'Lights on the inside, out quickly with Truthful, and Half Clown on the extreme outside. And these three take over. They're followed in fourth by Keeping Score on the extreme outside. Then comes Mrs. H, followed by Icicle. Saraisi is next on the rail, and then Duchess Too and Pildorita. They head around the far turn, and it is Half Clown in front. Truthful on the inside, second by 2.5 to entry mate Keeping Score, who moves 3 wide after them. After that comes Crown O'Lights, who gets a ground-saving trip in fourth and has some run as they straighten away. And Half Clown angles to the rail. Keeping Score comes to take her on. And Crown O'Lights in the center of the track, but Keeping Score is strong in front. Crown O'Lights takes second from Half Clown, center of the track, Duchess Too. Keeping Score leads down to the wire. Crown O'Lights, Duchess Too chasing with Sir Icy, but Keeping Score holds on to win the California Appaloosa Futurity from Duchess Too and Crown O'Lights. Number 1A, Keeping Score, is the winner. There's a photo for place. Please hold all tickets until it's official. Final time 52.61 seconds. Returning to the winner's circle is number 1A, Edward C. Allred's Keeping Score, a 2-year-old chestnut filly by Genio JJ out of Vegas Score. Keeping Score is trained by Don Collins and assistant Glenn Walker, winning jockey Gary Boulanger. Keeping Score was bred in California by the owner. Ladies and gentlemen, in the winner's circle, presenting a belt buckle on behalf of the California Western Appaloosa Association, is Mr. Art Labato. Result of the place photograph, number 6, Duchess Too, was second. Number 3, Crown O'Light's third. And number 2, Sir Icy, finished fourth.